When we picture the Vikings, we see warriors and explorers, but their true saga of survival was written in the quiet interiors of their homes. Their greatest weapon against the northern climate wasn't steel, but a deep understanding of their environment and ingenious engineering. The Longhouse was more than a fortress. Its design allowed families to endure brutal winters. Living on the edge of the habitable world, their survival depended on the warmth of their hearth and the sanctuary they built. To truly understand the Vikings, we must step inside their world and look down at the floor, a masterpiece of thermal dynamics. In the carefully constructed layers of earth, stone and straw, one of their most vital survival secrets was hidden. This floor was a living system, capturing warmth, repelling damp, and creating a stable environment. It reveals the Vikings as master builders and pioneers of sustainable living. They understood principles of energy efficiency that we are only now rediscovering. The story of the Viking floor is one of quiet intelligence and a profound will to thrive against all odds. Sometimes the most powerful innovations are hidden right under our feet. The Viking world was beautiful but harsh, with long freezing winters and short growing seasons. Shelter was the cornerstone of existence. A poorly built home could be deadly. With only timber, stone, turf and ancestral wisdom, the Vikings had to adapt or perish. They worked with their environment, not against it, using snow as insulation and earth for stability. Their homes grew out of the landscape, reflecting deep ecological awareness. Every design choice was a response to the climate, especially the floor, the crucial interface between people and the cold earth. It wasn't just a barrier, but an active part of the home's thermal system, keeping the fires of life burning through the northern winter. The Viking longhouse was a marvel of functional design, built for warmth and community. Partially sunken floors tapped into the earth's steady temperature, providing natural insulation. Thick turf walls and steep, snow-bearing roofs added further protection. Inside, families and livestock shared a single space, with a central hearth as the heart of the home. The fire's heat was carefully retained, thanks to the sunken profile and insulated walls. The entire structure was a system for capturing and storing energy. The real challenge was staying warm through the long, fireless nights. The solution lay in the engineered layers of the longhouse floor. The Viking floor was a layered system, each component chosen for its properties. At the base, compacted earth provided a stable, insulated foundation. A layer of stones or gravel above acted as drainage, preventing moisture from rising. Next came a thick mat of straw or heather, packed with air pockets for insulation. This trapped warmth from the fire and people and offered comfort underfoot. The top layer, fresh straw, reeds or herbs, was easily replaced for hygiene. In some homes, wooden boards or hard-packed clay were used near the hearth. Each layer worked together, creating a floor that was warm, dry and healthy, a true foundation for survival. The Viking floor acted as a thermal battery, absorbing heat from the fire and releasing it slowly through the night. Stones and compacted earth beneath the hearth stored heat energy. As the fire died, the floor radiated warmth back into the living space. The insulating straw layer prevented heat from escaping into the ground. This dual system of thermal mass and insulation was highly efficient. It maximized every piece of firewood, a precious resource. The Vikings intuitively understood the physics of heat storage and transfer. Their homes stayed warm long after the last ember faded. In the north, moisture was as dangerous as cold. The sunken longhouse risked dampness, but the Vikings' layered floor managed moisture brilliantly. The gravel base allowed groundwater to drain away, preventing it from reaching the living space. Straw and heather absorbed excess humidity, acting as natural dehumidifiers. This process, called hygroscopic buffering, kept indoor air comfortable. The floor breathed, releasing moisture as the air dried. Heat from the fire encouraged gentle airflow, ensuring the straw never became saturated. Unlike modern sealed floors, the Viking system prevented mould and kept homes healthy. It was a masterpiece of passive environmental control. The Viking floor offers powerful lessons for today's survivalists and sustainable builders. Using local natural materials, they created effective shelters without modern technology. Principles like geothermal insulation, thermal mass, and passive moisture control are still relevant. Modern earth-sheltered homes and straw bale construction echo Viking methods. Stone and earth features near heat sources act as natural thermal batteries. Breathable, natural insulation keeps shelters warm and dry without complex systems. The Viking floor teaches efficiency, working smarter, not harder. Understanding your environment is the ultimate survival tool. Their mindset is more valuable than any single piece of equipment. The Vikings' true legacy is not violence, but resilience and ingenuity. Their survival depended on adapting to harsh environments with practical intelligence. In Iceland and Greenland, they used local materials and clever design to thrive. They were masters of problem-solving, turning the landscape into a home. This spirit of adaptation is what we should admire and emulate. The image of the Viking as a thoughtful engineer is more inspiring than that of a raider. Their greatest sagas were written in the earth beneath their feet. Today, their story of innovation and respect for nature is more important than ever. If you enjoyed this journey into Viking ingenuity, don't forget to subscribe, like and share for more fascinating history.